people should not be walking around with masks.
Let me just state for the record that masks are not theater.
Wearing a mask might make people feel a little bit better. And
Masks are protective.
but it's not providing the perfect protection that people think that it is.
There has not been any indication that putting a mask on and wearing a mask for a considerable period of time has any deleterious effects.
There are unintended consequences. People keep fiddling with the mask and they keep touching their face.
And can you get some schmutz sort of staying inside there?
Of course.
You do not need to wear a mask indoors if, in fact, you've been vaccinated. Good that you're vaccinated, but in a situation where you have people indoors, particularly crowded, you should wear a mask.
So even if you are vaccinated, you should wear a mask.
That if, in fact, you are vaccinated, fully vaccinated, you are protected, and you do not need to wear a mask outdoors or indoors.
When the children go out into the community, you want them to continue to wear masks.
You know, if you look at children outside, particularly when they're with the family, walking down the street, playing a game or what have you, don't have to wear a mask.
The Academy of Pediatric actually makes that recommendation that children should be wearing masks from 2 years old onward.
And you're asking now, if your child is a member of your household, can you walk outdoors with your child without a mask? According to that chart, the answer is yes.
But the child can't, not to beat it to death.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Because now the CDC says, I mean, I think I've got this right. 1 mask is better than 0 masks. 2 masks is better than 1 mask. But you don't have to have double masks. Is that right? I mean,
You know, it became clear that cloth coverings that you didn't have to buy in a store, that you could make yourself, were adequate. And then you want it to fit better. So one of the ways you could do it, if you would like to, is put a cloth mask over, which actually here and here and here, where you could get leakage in, is much better contained.
are you a double masker, Dr. Fauci? It looked like you are.
All right, Shalom. All praise to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations, you brothers. Hopefully, pushing His word and truth and sincerity. All right, this video here is going to be Sit Down in the Dust, Dr. Anthony Sickle. Okay. And I'm going to tell you why I chose that name for this title. But, so, you got that Dr. Anthony Fauci, who's, you know, he's, you can't trust anything that he says. He's truly a double-minded man. You know, he says one thing and then comes back and says another. You know, when actuality it's like, if you don't know, just say that, hey, you don't know. If there's not enough, there's not enough evidence, there's not enough research to come to a conclusion to give the people more information about what's going on, then just say that, hey, there's not enough information or we don't know. But through the pride of this people, they cannot do that. All right. So you got them going back and forth, you know, just clips here of him saying to wear the mask, or there's no need to wear the mask. Put the mask on your children, not to put the mask on your children. Come outside with the mask on, not come outside with the mask on. If you got the Windows 19, you don't need the mask. You know, but then if you got the Windows 19, you still need the mask. Okay? So I mean, just back and forth, and then at the end he comes up with, oh well, you wear 2 masks. Like, come on, man. but that just confused. That's in nature. So let's get this here. This is Genesis chapter 3 verse 1. It says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord power had made. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Alright. And he said unto the woman, yea, hath the Most High said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. Alright. So the point I'm getting out of that is, it says now the serpent, which is Edom, a representation of them, was more subtle than any beast of the field. And Dr. Anthony Sickle, you know, is very subtle. Okay, not just him, but just his people. Okay, the Edomites, they are very subtle people. They are cunning. very crafty. And this whole thing, just them going back and forth with the word play, this is witchcraft through their medium, which is what they use through their media. All right, that's all witchcraft. That's all what it's going back to, and it just shows you how cunning and how crafty they are. And it says that they were more subtle than any beast of the field, so than all the other people, all the other nations of people. All right, these people were more subtle than any other people. All right. Verse 13. I'm skip down to 13. And the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. And the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle. So you're cursed from above every other people, which we know that Esau Edom is the only people that the Lord, according to the book of Obadiah, that's going to be put out from the earth. Okay? And above every beast of the field, upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. Okay? Thy belly thou shalt go, they'll be brought down to a very, very low state, which this is why they are the basis of men. They are the lowest of people. Then it says, thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. They shall be in confusion, because everything that they wrought in this earth is confusion. All right. And their confusion brings about death. Okay. You have Babylon the Great here. Babylon means land of confusion. And then even when you get into the word confusion, con means with, and fusion means mixing. So think about it. The land of confusion by mixing, or with the mixing of the people. All right, this is it's all confused. That's how cold the Lord is. How you set them up. All right. So let's get that too, because it says that on thy belly thou shalt go. This is Daniel chapter 4 verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. Meaning the Most High Yahweh has control over everything. He is the one ruling. Okay? Nope. All right. But he giveth giveth all judgment to his son. But ultimately it's the Most High's it's his plan. It's his movie. All right. And giveth it to whomsoever he will. All right. So he set up Pharaoh. He gave it unto Pharaoh, or he gave this world unto Pharaoh, or rulership unto him, and he set him up, and then he brought him down. All right. When he brought up the Babylonians, then brought them down. Brought up the Assyrians, brought them down. Brought up the Medo-Persians, brought them down. Brought up the Greeks, brought them down. Brought up the Romans, brought them down. And then brought up the revised Roman Empire, which is the Edom's kingdom, this beast system, And guess what he's gonna do? Bring them down. All right. He said he giveth it to whosoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. That's the lowest of the men. That's the vilest of the vile. All right. There's no honor here. There's no integrity. Everything's all about getting over on you. Everything is all about hoarding all resources and all just whatever for themselves. All right. This is the lowest, basest, vilest kingdom ever been in existence. And how did it get that way? They literally worked. All the previous guys of the other kingdoms that came before them, they take all of them and just and worship all of them. Babylonian gods, Roman gods, Greek gods, everything, Egyptian gods, everything. All of that's over here. That's why it is confusion, because they mix the people. They mix the gods. They mix everything. This is a gumbo pot of wickedness. Okay? Now, Dr. Anthony Sickle was going back and forth on the mask thing. So check this out. This James chapter 1 verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, and Edom as a whole is double-minded. All right. They'll tell you one thing and then do another. They'll have a law set in place and then create an amendment to get around the law that they set up so that they can get over. And then check this out. If you as Israelites, if you find a way to get around the law or to get over on the law, they'll make a whole new law or make an amendment to that law just to keep you down. That's how they roll. All right. This Proverbs chapter 24, verse 21. My son, fear thou the Lord and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to change. Leave him alone. Don't believe nothing they say. Don't believe nothing they do. Alright? Don't take heed. Don't adhere to none of that, because it will destroy you. Because all they're going to do is constantly change. But they're going to change to help them out. They're not going to change to help you out. Alright? You got to remember that. This is Job 13:4. It says, but ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. And this is another scripture that's come out a lot because of the time that we in. All right, because we see the lies that are coming about on a daily basis. And the physicians of no value mean that Windows 19 ain't gonna help you. They not pushing a healthy diet, exercise, a healthier lifestyle. They're not pushing the herbs. They're not pushing any of that stuff. They pushing Windows 19. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 47 verse 1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Alright. Matter of fact, let me go on. Take the millstones and grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Alright, so they're being brought down to that low state. That's why I say sit down in the dust, and they're confused. They don't know what's going on. They're being brought back down low because they were the bases of men and they were set up very high, but they're coming down very low. They're being uncovered. Their legs are being made bare. Their nakedness is being shown. Their wickedness is being shown. All right, they're showing that they're not tender and delicate, but they're wicked and evil. Verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. All right. You see, the Lord, he coming back. But before that, all these things, all these moving parts are gonna take place leading up to that. All these secrets, these lies, all these things are gonna be revealed. This is why their nakedness is gonna be uncovered, and they're gonna be shamed. All right, they're gonna be naked and ashamed before all the world. They're gonna know that this was a whore, this was a bitch here that fucked you over and continues to do it. And they're not gonna have anything else to do with this whore. All right. Now, this is from Ancestry.com for the origin of the name Fauci. Okay, it says the word Fauci is Southern Italian, metonymic occupational name for a sickle maker. A sickle maker, or someone who used a sickle. From Sicilian Fauci, sickle. All right, so this is why I call Dr. Anthony Sickle. All right, because the sickle is a cutting instrument. Okay. It's funny that he's sprung up out of nowhere, because ain't nobody ever know who the hell he is. Nobody ever heard of his name until this particular time when the sea came about. All right, when the sea came about, then you start hearing about Anthony Sickle. All right, and that's interesting because we knew that it was coming up until this Windows 19, and it's gonna be a cutting instrument in it. But that Windows 19 is a prelude to that charagma. Okay, that's what I'm gonna call it, instead of you know what it is. I'm not gonna say it, but it's gonna be that prelude to that charagma, that CHI, you know the rest. But let's get this here, cause that's coming. That's definitely coming. That's around the corner. I mean, that's right at our door. and if the people fall for the Windows 19, and they ain't even putting pressure on the people, what you think they gonna do for that? All right, this is Joel chapter 3 verse 13. It says, "Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe." And what is the harvest? The harvest is the end of the world. All right, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, and the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. And this is why I say that that harvest is ripe. We coming to the time of that harvest, and when Yahushua is coming to cut, he's coming to destroy, and he's coming to save. Or scripture say he's coming to judge and make war. Okay, so call all you how about Shema Shai. I hope you're edified on that. This was Sit Down in the Dust, Dr. Anthony Sickle. See you back with another lesson. Shalom.